All right, I thought it'd be a good idea to just speed run these cards that have questions on them. So let's go. What would your rock band be called? Bull Metal Alchemist. What is the worst advice you have given? I never give bad advice. What's your dream job? No job. I'm just kidding. Maybe doing like art. What's your favorite TV show? Either like Ghost Adventures or some sort of like Gold Rush show, I don't know. Who has been the most influential person in your life and why? My dad, because he always gives me great advice that I think at the time is stupid, but when I grow older and realize he was right, it's helpful then. What is your idea of the perfect day? Not having to go to work, getting to do whatever the fuck I want, probably being out in nature somewhere, photographing animals and then coming home and getting to edit the photos and do art or something. What is your earliest memory? Playing computer games. Like I had CD discs and my grandma and grandpa had an office with a old computer. I was probably like 4 or 5 years old, but I'd play games on the computer. Yeah, I had like a Scooby-Doo game. I had like Barbie games. What did you want to be when growing up? I don't remember what I wanted to be. Probably something that had to do with animals, honestly. Are you a cat person or a dog person? I'm a cat person. What are the top 3 things on your bucket list? Go to Norway, go to Alaska, not have to work ever again, go to like a menial job ever again. What is the most difficult thing you've ever done? Probably graduate college. What is your favorite kitchen smell? Ooh, that's tough. Either fresh coffee or freshly baked cookies. What hurts your feelings? People not being understanding towards me or allowing me to explain my actions or anything like that. Mainly like people just not being understanding, being cold, or ignoring me. Ignoring me hurts my feelings. Like not being an adult and just fucking talking, it hurts my feelings. If someone offered to tell you your future, would you accept it? No. What is your favorite guilty pleasure TV show? Let me elaborate on the last one. If they tell you your future and you think you're gonna change it, you're not going to. That is your future. Anything that you were going to do leading up to that moment is what's going to cause that very thing to happen. So it wouldn't even matter if I knew it or not. What is your favorite guilty pleasure TV show? Ghost Adventures. If you could be famous, would you want to? Why? No, because everything that comes along with fame fucking sucks, other than the money. What is the worst pickup line you have ever heard? The only one that I know that I can think of right now is, are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. If you had $100, what would you spend it on? Probably Carhartt. What is your favorite nickname for yourself? I don't have one. Madison is all I've got. What are you most grateful for right now in this moment? I am grateful to be alive. Do you have a morning ritual? Going pee? Do you know anyone who is living their life to the fullest? No, we are all stuck in the goddamn matrix right now. What bad habits do you wish you could stop? I have a really bad habit of pacing. I have a bad habit of picking at my clothes. That's all I can think of. Would you ever get a tattoo? What would it be? I already have 5. And I don't plan on getting any more, but if I had to, I think I would probably get like a lavender, like just a black outline lavender or something on my back elbow here. When have you been the most happy? When I had a pet, when I had my hamster Bean, I was really happy then. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? That's a tough one. It's a tie between Montana, Alaska, and Norway. Can you tell when someone is lying? Hell yeah, I can. What are you most passionate about? My art and animal photography. I love wildlife photography. What would be the title of your memoir? What the fuck is going on? What is the #1 thing you want to accomplish before you die? Jeez. Traveling to all the places that I listed, traveling all over and going to many beautiful sites. I want to try and go to like all the national parks, at least the major ones. I want to get some good like photography of wildlife. I want to be successful with my art and farming and things like that. I know that's a lot. What is the best piece of advice you've ever received? Only need yourself in life. Do not be dependent on anybody else except for yourself. Be confident and okay with your aloneness, with who you are as a person. Be yourself by yourself. Stay away from me. Once you have learned to love yourself and to love being alone, no one can touch you. You're good. Everything else is a bonus in life. If you could describe yourself in 3 words, what would it be? Funny, kind, I guess kind. I'm kind. Introverted. If you were on death row, What would be your last meal? Probably as much crab legs as I can eat, however many pounds that is. What instrument would you like to play? Probably the drums. My brain can't like do separate things at the same time. Like I can multitask, but I can't, you know, have my foot on the pedal, keeping the beat, but also hitting the snare drum, but also hitting the hi-hat. You know, I can't do that. I just can't. So it'd be nice to be able to do that. Do you have any pet peeves? I have a lot, actually. I have a lot of pet peeves. Chewing with your mouth open is a really, really big one for me. Being a complete bumbling idiot is also another pet peeve of mine. People who are feelings over facts, that's a pet peeve of mine. If you could be any age, what age would you choose? I'd want to be 21 again. What is your least favorite chore? Laundry. I fucking hate laundry. I don't know. Any day that was a good day is kind of the best part of my childhood, you know, memory. Any day that was actually a nice day. Actually, here's one. My grandpa used to take me to Cabela's. We would always go eat donuts at the donut shop. I'd always get a pink frosted sprinkled donut with the little like ball sprinkles that are crunchy. We would drive through the countryside to see all the cows and stuff like that, and he'd take me to Cabela's sometimes, and I would play the little shooting game. And we'd also go see Byron Nelson. If you could have dinner with anyone living or not, who would it be? I'd probably have dinner with my grandma because she passed away when I was like 6, so she doesn't know who I am as an adult and what I'm like. So it'd be nice to like get to see her again. When is the last time you laughed so hard that you cried? I'm not sure. I can't remember off the top of my head, but normally when I do laugh so hard I'm crying, it's mainly because I have so much suppressed emotions that sometimes when I laugh too much, I begin to cry. Actual like sad tears. Yeah, it's a problem. What do you think are the best traits for a person to have? Loyalty, humor, and like I said, probably being comfortable with their self and their own aloneness and things like that. What is the worst present you have ever received and why? I've never received a bad present before. Even if you gifted me a fucking rock, you're still thinking about me and going out of your way to do something for me. So there are really no bad presents unless you like shit in your hands and clapped in front of me, then there is not really a bad present. Are you a jealous person? I can be. Yes, I will admit that I can be, but it's just in my nature as a human woman. If someone gave you an envelope with your death date inside of it, would you open it? Fuck no. What makes you most proud? Probably some of my accomplishments, knowing that I've gotten as far as I have gotten by myself, basically. I am the reason for my success and for the reason like how I've gotten so far. You know, I put myself through college. I got scholarships. I got the money to get my, you know, my first and my second car. I've done everything for myself. No one has ever helped me do anything. Also, whenever I make art and things like that, I sell art, mainly stamps through Etsy. I sell stuff. And whenever I get a purchase, I feel super, super proud of myself. And I'm super also grateful. What is one thing you can't live without? Unfortunately, probably my phone or like my iPad. What is your favorite book? I haven't read many books. I mean, I read the first Harry Potter when I was in elementary school, and I liked that. Another book that I ended up reading was Into the Wild, I believe, the one with Chris McCandless. I think I was just more interested in the idea of transcendentalism, and I think that book had to do with that topic. What makes you the happiest? Being out in nature, with no obligations and getting to do whatever the fuck I want. Did you have an imaginary friend? No, I never had an imaginary friend. What do you like most about your friends? They're funny. If you could ask for a miracle, what would it be? There should be no crimes against children, ever, for any reason. What talent do you wish you had? Being able to like write music. Where do you see yourself living when you retire? In the mountains somewhere. Would you want to live on a boat, a mountain, or an island? A mountain, obviously. What keeps you up at night? The thoughts of my family members dying and eventually me leaving everybody that I have ever known and loved behind and also dying, and basically becoming nothing, like I was never even here. What was your worst wardrobe mistake? I'd say my worst wardrobe mistake was, well, the first one was being emo, and the second one was thinking that I could dress in like a cutesy girl clothes and streetwear and stuff like that, it did not work. What is the silliest thing you've posted online? The silliest, and by silliest I mean dumbest shit that I've ever posted was back when I was a vegan. I used to post all this fucking vegan shit, literally anything PETA related, Mercy for Animals related. I posted all over the fucking place, argued with people all the damn time, wouldn't shut the fuck up about veganism and everything like that. And nowadays, I don't care. I'm not even vegan anymore. I don't care what people do. The only thing that ever bothers me is people who deny facts. Anyone who denies facts, just own up to it. All right, what time period would you travel to? I would probably go to like the 80s. I've seen like so many videos, especially from my dad, when he had a little like the handheld recorder thing back from the 80s. And it just seemed like a time period in which everything was somewhat normal and nice. What is your favorite weekend activity? Playing video games, drawing, going out and seeing waterfalls. If you could be an animal, what would it be and why? That's a hard one. Maybe some sort of predatory bird, because then I wouldn't have a fear of being preyed upon. I think being a bird would be cool because then you get to fly high and see everything from an aerial view, and you also get to travel faster because there are no if I can't speak correctly, what is the point of talking at all? There's no roads, rules, anything like that. You're just flying. What do you imagine yourself doing 10 years from now? Living in Wyoming or Montana or something like that, doing art? In 10 years, actually? Shit. I would probably be married with children in 10 years, I'm not gonna lie. So being a mom and a wife in the mountains and still getting to do art and wildlife photography. What would your ideal life look like? Some of these questions are kind of the same. Living in the mountains with no job, or my job would, I guess, be farming and selling produce, maybe making profit off of my drawings and the Etsy stuff that I do. Have you ever been on a blind date? No. How do you think you will die? Probably of cancer. If you could have picked your own name, what would it be? Definitely not Madison. If I could pick my own name, I just would want something that's a little, probably would like to be named either after a flower or like a wood or something like that. And I know that sounds stupid and that's usually a name you give to like your dog, but I think it would be cool to be named something like not Madison. What is the strangest gift you have ever received? I'd have to say the weirdest thing that I have been given was like underwear from Victoria's Secret from my stepmother on Christmas. What is your favorite place in the entire world? My room. What does success mean to you? In my opinion, success is being at a place in your life where you are in a position to not have to work and to get to do what you love with no stress, no worries, being financially stable. If you were in a circus, which character would you be? Character. I like how they say character, like they're not people. I want to be a fat lady with a beard. What's your all-time favorite band? I really like Cane Hill and Bad Omens. They're the only ones that I listen to on repeat, no matter what. I also listen to a lot of Falling in Reverse. I really like Rodney and I like his takes, the way he views shit going on in the world and everything like that. Who are you thankful for and why? I've already done this. I feel like I've already said this shit. You know what? I'm thankful for David Attenborough for voicing all those Animal Planet shows. I'm thankful for all the people in the world that don't swallow any of the bullshit that we're being fed and who stand up for what's right. I'm thankful for my family. What is your most embarrassing moment? I've had a lot of those. Other than any time I've ever had an outburst in front of people, I would say one time when I was a kid, I was walking through Walmart and I lost my mom. And I wasn't paying attention to where I was walking. I was looking back and walking forward. And I whipped my head around and I hit something really hard and I fell backwards. "Excuse me, ma'am," was the first words out of my mouth. And when I opened my eyes, it's a fucking steel pillar. It wasn't even a person. And luckily, I got up and there was no one around. So I was still embarrassed, but no one saw it. At least I don't think they did. If you were granted one wish, what would you wish for? I don't know. You know what I'd wish for? Infinite money. Problem solved, period. I could donate a lot of it and then I could make sure, I can have a good car and a good home and I could pay for everything, no problem. What makes you really angry? Stupid people. What is the one food you could eat for the rest of your life? Can it be like a combination of food? Because if it could be like a combination, I'd probably choose apples and peanut butter. But if it was just like one, if I had to just choose one, then peanut butter. If you could sit down with your 13-year-old self, what would you say? Yikes. Big yikes. I would probably explain everything that I know now as an adult, you know, with the whole self-love and everything like that. I would tell myself probably, you know, to not be so angry, to calm down, not take things too seriously, lighten up a little bit, have a sense of humor, and to invest in Bitcoin. What would be your ideal day? I feel like I've already answered this question before. Who is a celebrity you admire? None of them. I don't admire any of them. I'm just kidding. The only celebrities I admire are the ones that think like me. So like Ronnie Radke. I mean, that's pretty much it. So yeah. Anyways, that's the end of that. This has gone on too long and I'm tired. My throat hurts from talking. So yeah, see ya.